Oh, hello, my YouTube friends and guys. Today I'm reviewing the Zowie EC1-A from BenQ. I bought the big model because I have large hands. So yeah, I wanted to show you how, how large my hands are. Let's see, they are 20. Okay, you can see that this is like 20 centimeters, 20 centimeters times 10 in the size. Shout out to Rocket Jump Ninja to giving us some estimation about mice. I remember like 10 years ago when I started playing Counter-Strike with my friend, man, he had the Death Razor Adder, the Razor Death Adder, man. And he also had this mouse, I think. But I had the Logitech G5 or yeah, that was the G5, not the G5, the very first Logitech G5, man. And in between, I had lots of other mice, like the Rocket Cone, and I don't know. I even had the Mad Catz Red 3 because I wanted to try it out. It was a terrible mouse. Same as the Rocket was way too small. They're all too small, man. And then I had the Razer Death Adder that I had before, which I had started having issues with the laser, which I can confirm now it was the laser, because the laser of the Death Adder is not good enough. I would say not good enough, but this one here is so much more precise. It's like a day and night different aiming with this mouse than with another mouse, than with the Razer Death Adder, of course. I'm not paid to say any of this. I'm just making this video because it's fun making videos on YouTube. I wanted to show you, I wanted to share my experience with you, maybe help you make a decision on what mouse to buy. But you should check out Rocket Jump Ninja. And he recommended this one here as his best choice from 2016, but then he made a new video where he recommended the other one from Zowie, because this one is the right ambidextrous right-handed mouse. He recommended the straight mouse because people say when you aim with a straight mouse it's much more like this, because with this one you aim like not straight like this. I don't know, it's a thing with aiming with the mouse like this and this. I don't know. I don't want to say anything to that. You can have I have tried it. I can play with this mouse straight like this, no problem. But I can also play like this and then go straight up here. This is what I usually do. That's why I bought the bigger mouse pad. Just bought a real insane big one, which is yeah, a little bit too big, but sure. This mouse is great. I love the size. It could be still a little bit bigger. As you can see, my fingers go over it. This is how I would like to have the mouse a little bit higher too, because the mouse is still a little bit too small, man. Come on, guys. It's people who have big hands. Yeah. You can check the other guys for review. This is the DPI button. The laser is 3310. It's a driverless one. If you want to have a 1000 hertz polling rate, you have to hold the button 4. Sorry for the zoom. I'm recording this with my mobile phone. Never mind. Why doesn't it zoom? Never mind. And then you plug it in, and then it's a 1000 hertz polling rate. And then you get the DPI, goes up to 3200. I remember back in the days from Linus Tech Tips when they had the first mouse that had 3200 DPI and even more 6200 DPI. They were saying, man, there's no way you're ever going to need more than 3200 DPI. Maybe when you have a 4K screen, which some of us people have now, then you would maybe need more DPI, which I can confirm. I mean, this mouse, 3200 DPI, is more accurate and faster than the 10,000 or 12,000 DPI Razer Death that I had before. Okay, I screwed the DPI down to like 5,000. I tried also 3,200. Man, this mouse is much better. Now the buttons you can decide for yourself if you like those buttons. They use not the on-ramp switches, they use a different kind. I don't remember which kind they use. The scroll wheel is good. I've had better ones. I don't like the noise the scroll wheel makes, but it's not bad, you know. It works perfectly. You can make those steps. It works nice. Zack, 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 zack. You can push it down. You can even push it to the right, which should not be possible because there is no. But I think it's just a mistake. I don't know. Build quality. The plastic feels better than the Razer Death Adder, but I still not convinced that this is the best materials you can have. You can already see the rubber, the gliding pads. They're really big. I like it, but they're also. It's maybe the mouse pad. This one gets really dusty quick. You can see that. I wish they would make an anti-dust mouse pad like this one. This is anti-dust and anti-dirt proof coating on the keyboard. What else? Oh yeah, you already noticed. And zoom on this camera that I put duct tape on both the sides. You probably have an idea why, because you can see the mouse is here, the lines is here and goes down here, and this fucking line, you can see what I'm doing here, right? You can see that the distance between those two was too big. I don't know if it's a manufacturing problem, if I just got a bad patch of the mouse or something, or if it's just, I don't know. They could make this one way better, but I have heard it got in here in my skin and hurt. It got me wound on the left side because I have it here. I touch it and then it goes, when I push it down and up, it squeezes my skin inside there, and then I didn't get bleeding, but if I wouldn't have put duct tape over it, which solves the problem completely, then I would have started bleeding. The same is for the right side, not as much for the left side, but sure. This is my complaint about them, the materials that they used. They can improve for sure, but it's a German company and it's a gaming company, and they don't, well, honestly, I don't think they give a shit. But sure, the mouse is big enough. It's the biggest mouse I've ever had, and it's the only mouse that was big enough ever for my hand. The laser is superb. It's perfect. There's no tracking issues, no nothing. You can test it for yourself. The mouse is, I would still say it's expensive, but it's a good mouse, man. At the end of the day, it's a good mouse. Some people like the rubber cable that this one has. Some people like the coated, not coated, with fabric around the cable. I don't know. It fits in here, but it doesn't fit down here in the Razer cable holder here. I've heard from many people that the cable breaks. Maybe no, I didn't hear that. Maybe. What else? The buttons here, I don't use them. I never use them. You can't program. I usually had here like louder and, how do you say, not so loud on the microphone, but I can change that, but that's okay. This one goes back and forward in the Explorer, and I don't play video games that use those buttons, man. This one here triggers in the browser up and down it. You can do this, left one, right one. Now the design, also what people say about the new Logitech G43, the new Logitech series, where they have the she shell design, where the buttons are not connected to the rest of the mouse, but they are like separate buttons, which makes it easier to push the button down. Which I can. This one here is a bit if you play League of Legends and click the button all the time, like you fucking trigger happy, you know, like click it all the time, your hand does get a little bit tired. But it's okay. You get used to it. You just stop clicking the buttons so often. That's about this with the mouse. Unpackings you can check. I think they came with the separate gliding feeds, and that's it. I think. Yeah. I'm sorry for the terrible zoom on this mobile phone. I'm shooting from the Sony Xperia XA, and sure. Well, I hope this video helped you make a decision. Or yeah, that's it. Leave a like or dislike, leave a comment, subscribe, please. Thanks.